Hey, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Out here enjoying a nice ride on a 2014 V-Star 1300. Rolling unofficially to say, sadly to say, to work. You know, I had an awesome 2-week vacation. I mean, just great 2 weeks. Man, I tell you, it was awesome. It was just great. You know, it's always nice when you get that time off and you can kind of just get away. But something else was kind of biting a little peeve at me. So I'm a member of a few motorcycle forums. One is a V-Star forum, and another is a Honda forum for Gold Wings, and a couple others for Yamahas. And I tell you, it always just makes me wonder when I see certain topics come up. And I don't know, I guess maybe if a person's never looked into it or never thought about it much, but it's like oil threads. It just makes you wonder. It's like, does nobody use the search button? I know sometimes new people come on, they're gonna want to ask, but man, I think that's a topic that's been universally beaten down, thrown out of just thrown out of every baseball park, football park. It's just been hit everywhere, just beaten to death. You know, oil threads have just been beaten up. I mean, you know, when it comes to oil, I mean, yeah, you have a lot of brands out there, but you know what? Take a little bit of time and do the research. A lot of people like AMSOIL. A lot of people like Mobil 1. A lot of people like Castrol, and then you got Pennzoil. Then you got Rotella. There's a lot of people that love Rotella in their car, in their cars and their bikes. I've heard good things about it. I haven't tried it. Maybe I should try it. You know, I personally use Mobil 1 15W50, but you know what? Not for nothing. Just as long as you change it when you need to change it, you're pretty much going to be fine. You know, it's not going to make your bike run, you know, hotter. Some say, oh, to make your bike run cooler. I don't know about that. Some say to make it run a little smoother. Some oils, okay. I guess I could dig that. But a lot of times, when that oil is freshly changed, your bike or your car or whatever the heck it is you put it in, tends to run a bit smoother anyway, right? So, I mean, I don't know. There's a little bit to that theory. Then some people say, you know, they can go further. They can go longer rides with oils like the AMSOIL. You know, they can go 10,000 miles without doing an oil change. Hey, I mean, if that's the case, you can go 10,000 miles and you pay the extra money for AMSOIL, then you know what? More power to you. Honestly, more power to you. You know, that's awesome. That's great. You know, enjoy. But me personally, you know, I changed my oil on this bike. I changed it about every 4,000 miles. That's when I changed it. And the main reason for that is that the oil the oil that runs through the engine is basically mixed with the oil that goes through the clutch and the transmission. So, you know, it gets a little gritty. It gets a little beat up. So, that's just my personal thing. I'll run it 4,000 and then I'll change it. Now, if I had separate primaries like the Harleys, now you could probably run, that oil a little bit longer. Why? Well, you know, the engine is just mixed with the engine oil, and the tranny is just mixed with the tranny oil, and then you have the primary, which is just mixed with the primary oil. So, you know, maybe you might flush the transmission oil more so than you would anything else, or the primary oil. My Buell fills with 2, so you know, it all depends on. I think it all depends on the vehicle a lot too. But with the V-Star, personally, I wouldn't go more than 4,000. I'd drop it out and change it. If I was on a trip and I hit 4,000, I just stop by AutoZone, go through the garbage can, find like what do you call it? A six quart jug, cut a hole in it with a razor, drain the old oil, drain the filter, throw it in there, put the new filter on, put the plug on, do all of that stuff, and refill. And there you go. You got an oil change. You're good for another 4,000. I mean, there's always a way. You know, there's always a way. There's always a way to figure it out. I mean, if you gotta take the bike to a shop, then hey, if you gotta take it to a shop, get an oil change. Find a shop, take it there, let them change your oil. That's it. You know, just like if you had a flat tire. I mean, if you can't fix it on your own, you're gonna end up going to a shop anyway, right? So I don't know. That's just me. You know, oil threads. I think everybody's pretty much kind of tired of them. You start seeing guys making little jokes about, I use peanut oil, I use castor oil, That's some of the funniest shit I was gonna tell you. What are you gonna do? Anyway, I'm signing off. This is the best one out. I'll see you guys later. Take it easy. Bye bye.